So we are getting ready. We see the cars are lining up. 38 cars in total for BMW 325 Cup Race 1. As I said, we have a little bit of a mixed up grid because of the wet qualifying yesterday, but still in the lead or in pole position is the one who is second in the championship standings, Ricards Subeckis, with a phenomenal time yesterday. I think 1.5 seconds faster than the next car. Yeah, great job by him yesterday in the wet quali. But of course, on the dry, it can be.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, the start of race 1 for the BMW 325 Cup, and this is gonna be an exciting one to watch. Obviously, we're in the front of the start grid, but we have 38 cars lined up for 14 laps to battle it out. And trust me when I say any of the guys can win this one. But obviously we're going to speak to Ricards Subeckis, the pole position for him. And he just crashed the qualifying run yesterday. Ricards, first of all, I suppose this is the best spot to be to start the race off.
I hope so. Let's see how the other drivers get the start, but I'm the closest to the lights, closest to the first corner, so I hope it will be good.
So I assume all the karting experience, all the wet conditions you've experienced in your life came in hand yesterday on the qualifying. More than a second faster than your competition.
Yes, that's all training after the seasons. In the middle of the season, it's all just training. Winter driving, everything, it helps you a lot to get fast in the rain.
Now, we know how busy it gets with the BMW 325 Cup on the very first laps of the race. What do you think? What's going to be your strategy? To look in the mirrors and try to avoid all the collisions?
Of course, try to go as far away as possible, but at least hope that there's no red flags, so the race is very clean for everyone, so let's see how it goes.
All right, best of luck to you, Ricards. Now, obviously, the competition is so high in the championship standings, and we're heading into the other half of the season. Let's not forget that we still have only one round left, the grand finals in Riga. So every point counts in these two races this weekend in Parnu Summer Race 2023 edition. Now we see Urbonavicius is starting from P2. He's also ready to rock and roll, and it's gonna definitely be a tight battle. Now, if we see at the overall standings in the season, the leader of the category, Leo Messenger, is starting only from position number 13. Imagine how hard will Leo Messenger have to work to get at least close to the top 3 positions. Now, there's 50 points gap between him and Ricards Subeckis, who's starting in front, between the first and second position in the standings in overall classification now in the championship. So he might as well want to get some point more than Ricards, but let's see what it takes to actually be fast here. Now, we had some dramatic qualifying session yesterday on wet conditions with rain pouring down, and obviously it turned the whole standings upside down. We'll see what's it going to be now. The tarmac is definitely dry now. It's good conditions for a good race in BMW 325 Cup, so let's bring it on.
Yeah, I think Oskar's explained everything really rightly, what's happening and what's on the grid and what's in the standings as well. Quickly we can go through the starting grid. So we saw the first row, Ricards Subeckis and Paulius Urbonavicius. Urbonavicius sitting in 4th position in the championship, so has a good sight in to the top 3. Third in the championship is Julius Kirsis. Second, as we said, Subeckis, and first Leo Messenger. And Kirsis starting only from P11, so that's a good chance for Urbonavicius to gain some points over him. From 3rd place, we have Povilas Bonkevicius, who is 10th in the standings, but he's usually fast, so let's see what he can do on the dry. From 4th position, the highest starting position, I think, ever for Uldis Timaks in 325 Cup. Really good performance in the wet, and right now up on the front. So he will try to stay there as long as possible. From P5, we have Krisjanis Oskerko. Also good qualifying for him, lining up together with Reimann, who has, of course, experience in the past years as well. He was driving always fast, so he will be one to watch. And also he has no additional competition weight or compensation weight. Subeckis, I think, has 50 kilos. Messenger has 100, and Urbonavicius has some kilos as well there. From P7 also a rainmaster, we could say, Uldis Timaks, lining up with Oliver Villeneuve, who was also his best qualifying ever in 325 Cup, really close up to the front. Then Egidius Gražis from P9 and Matis Mežaks from P10, so that's your top 10. Then comes Julius Kirsis. As I said, he's third in the standings, but will have a lot to do. Christo Krimpus from P12, from P13, as mentioned previously, the championship leader Leo Messenger. The same as Kirsis, he will be having a lot of work to get as close as possible to the front and not to lose so many points to Subeckis. So that's his goal for the race. Subeckis' goal, of course, opposite. Just drive flat out front. He has the best position. He can, just drive his speed and try to, get out of any trouble or stay out of any trouble. From P14, Ramūnas Grigaitis, P15, Romet Reisin, then comes the Polish driver Karol Vika from P16. Then we have Aurimas Mištautis and Jānis Ubels, 17 and 18th. Emilija Ulvidaite and Nats Veismanis from P19 and P20. Then next row, Karl Lang and Artyoms Kocelmazashvili. Then we have from P23 and P24, Artur Sarma and Jānis Horeliks. Then come Marius Grigaitis and Donatas Jucius. Karls Ozoliņš, Eividas Sitavičus, that's 27th and 28th. Darius Gaidulonis and Petri Sepala from P29 and P30. Then we have Pavel Beskrovnoy and Chris Mannama. Then 33 and 34 positions, Vadim Sozols and Algirdas Gelžinis. Then we have Normons Dobums and Heikki Valros. And at the back, Dimitris Gornievs and Martin Zirnitis. So, a lot of drivers may be out of position, and mixed up grid means more interesting race for us, for all the spectators, for everybody. But of course, if you are within a team, a mechanic, a manager, a friend, family, then of course it gets more stressful when we have this kind of grid and we don't know what will happen. Good chance, as I said there, for Subeckis to make some ground in championship standings. And Paulius Urbonavicius as well, he can try to maybe pass Julius Kirsis. And of course, in the second, the starting grid for the second race, that will be in the evening at 5 o'clock, 5:15, 325 Cup. Then the starting grid will be made, as in the other classes too, from the fastest lap. So you have to put in a good fast lap, maybe at the beginning. That's the plan. So. Of course, if you're not out in front, but in the middle of the pack, then it's not so easy to get a free track and to put in a good lap time. But of course, if you get a little bit of free track, you have to push that lap, because every tenth and every hundredth of the second counts, and that can mean plus minus 5 positions. And so that's what the drivers have to remember, to put in a good lap. So they have a good starting position for race 2 in the afternoon. Yeah, it's already afternoon, but in the evening, almost at 5 o'clock. But right now, let's hope, as Subeckis said as well, let's hope for a clean race, no red flags. Of course, there will be some contact. We know that 325 Cup isn't 325 Cup without some battling and some battling scars. But let's hope everybody tries to keep it clean. And we have great but clean battles up until the end. 14 laps of action right now coming up in just a few seconds. I have to take a breath and get ready for this, because I won't be able to take pauses when the racing starts here at Parnu Summer Race 2023. The first race of 325 Cup coming up, and here we see the cars lining and waiting to get in their positions. So here we have Darius Gaidulonis. In front of him, Karls Ozoliņš, and there's Donatas Jucius as well in front of Ozoliņš, I think. Exactly, yeah. Okay, the last cars are coming up. And once everybody is in their positions, we will have a green light. And this is always interesting. If you're starting from the back, you don't see the light in the front, and you have to, I don't know, somehow react quick enough to don't lose time and don't lose places. But yeah, here we see the top cars in front, and let's try to get all the action in as the last cars are put in to position. Here we see them. Yeah, closing the window, and here we see the rescue car in the back. Let's hope we don't need it this race, and just a few seconds, 5 seconds until the lights go, and then we will have lights out and away we go. 325 Cup race 1. Everybody tune their attention in, and it's go, go, go. The race is on. Good start there from, I think, Subeckis. He will maintain the lead. Good start from Urbonavicius as well. We see Daugovic battling it out with Bonkevicius and Oskerko behind them. Oskerko on the outside line. Daugovic also on the outside line. Then we have Timaks battling as well. And right now we see everything is clean in the first places. As we see the next cars coming up, I think a good start there by Mezhaks as well. Subeckis in front. Urbonavicius has to fight against Daugovic, has to fight against Bonkevicius. Daugovic, I think, loses out a little bit of speed as Bonkevicius is past Urbonavicius. So Urbonavicius had to lift a little bit in the parabolic and lost the place. Here we have Daugovic battling it out with Timaks. Then I think it's Kirsis already, Oskerko and Ivanov. 3 cars, 2 cars wide going right now on the straight here, and Kirsis with a great start has gained a lot of positions within the first lap. Daugovic really wide as Ivanov right now battling with Oskerko on, and I think Reimann. He got the position as we are moving on. Julius, with a great start. I think he started P11 or something, and right now up already. And here we have Oskerko fighting with, I think that's Krisjanis. But Kirsis from P11 up to, I think, P4 or something, P5. So great first lap, and everybody is going wide. Everybody is going wide all over the place. They're trying to, of course, get as many positions as possible and not to lose positions in these first laps. And Julius up. Oh, and that's a bump there between Timaks and Daugovic, the 2 experienced Latvian drivers fighting for P5, P6. Kirsis up 7 positions. What a great start. That's an onboard I would love to see after the race. How did manage Kirsis to do that? We see Timaks, Daugovic, P5, and Reimann here in the fight as well. So Daugovic in P5, Reimann also bumping a little bit Daugovic, and Timaks right behind. Then we Oskerko in P8, then Krisjanis P9, Reisin P10. I don't know what's... we've lost the drivers a little bit on the live timing. No, I think everything is all right, but there has been lots of fights in the back. So here we have battling 2 teammates, road racing teammates, 3 teammates. No, 2 teammates, I think. That's Oskerko and Messenger, the championship leader, against Reisin there as well. In the next corner, Messenger will have the inside line, and he goes by. Romet Reisin, Krisjanis there as well. Kristo Krimpus and Mezhaks, that's around the top 10. And still in the lead, Subeckis, Bonkevicius in second place, and he tries, of course, to maybe put something into the battle. Of course, Subeckis has to think maybe about the championship as well. And he has 50 kilos or something like that additional weight for the success in the previous rounds. As we look in the championship, I think Bonkevicius, in P10, so he's not fighting for the championship. So he has, he can risk a little bit more. And in this really competitive field, if you are so close to a win, you will go for it. That's definitely. And here is Bonkevicius trying a move. Of course, there's no move there on the outside on the fast corner, but he's carrying a lot of speed. And of course, Subeckis on the inside. He will try to defend. Bonkevicius will try, of course, maybe the old switcheroo and come back and switch the position, but now no, he can still carry the speed. He's still on the outside. He's still on the outside, but if he could maintain this, then he will be on the inside on the next corner. He goes really wide onto the grass, loses some time there, but not so much. He keeps it together. You saw how the car was sliding there around, but this is the fight for P1 right now. So wow, battling it out. Urbonavicius a little bit further down. Kirsis is behind Urbonavicius, so there will be a fight too going off the track. Everybody is all over the place there. As we're seeing still the battle going on in the positions a little bit further down. And yeah, not further down, at the top 10 as well. Still Oskerko, Graž's messenger, fighting it out for the places P8, P9, P10. And let's see what Bonkevicius can do. In the previous lap, he was really fast on the Parabolica and could get really close in the exit. I don't think there was a mistake by Subeckis. He drives sometimes like a clockwork, really dependable. And right now, yeah, not so close as previously. Bonkevicius, and here we see the fight for P. Oh, so Reisin has gained back positions. So this is a good fight, and Reisin right now behind the Daugovic, who has lost the position to Timaks. And yeah, 3 cars there, the championship leader there. And here we see the fight for P3. And I think Bonkevicius has overtaken Subeckis. I think, if I saw correctly, and no, they're still fighting. They're really fighting. This is a good group. Fight for first place, fight for third place. And everything is possible. And Kirsis has gone up. Kirsis has got the position, is up to third place. So great job, great first laps from him, from P11 up to P3 so quickly. That's amazing, and they're going off track. So that will be a warning for them, maybe a penalty if they keep doing it. Right now we have a really close fight again for the first place. Subeckis and Bonkevicius. I think in this sector of the track, Bonkevicius is faster. And here we have Reimann against Urbonavicius. The Estonian, I think, will go past Urbonavicius. So Urbonavicius has lost 2 positions within a lap. And here we see Bonkevicius on the outside, Subeckis on the inside, going into the Parabolica. Let's try to see the leaders, and here they are. And right now I think Bonkevicius will have a better exit than Subeckis before, so it's marginal gains in every corner, and we see almost flashing the lights there. Bonkevicius against Subeckis in this fight for first place. That would be a huge boost for Bonkevicius, and we see Subeckis covering the inside line. That's of course a normal move, and that's how you defend yourself, but still a long way to go. And here Bonkevicius tried to jump into the inside. We see Subeckis saw that, and he is not only fast, but he's always of course good in defending. Right now on the outside line, and that becomes the inside line for Subeckis. But while they are fighting, I think the next cars will catch up, and they are catching up. Right now, Subeckis, it seems like because of the kilos or something else, hasn't got the speed, and Bonkevicius is faster, and I think Kirsis will be faster as well. Here we see Kirsis, Reimann, and Urbonavicius. Everybody will close in there as we are looking what happens also behind there. As everybody crosses the line, we have 5 laps already done, 9 laps remaining. Really wide line there by Bonkevicius as he tries to still put pressure on Subeckis. After them, we have Timaks in P6, Reisin P7, Oskerko P8, Daugovic P9 and P10 Messenger. So that's the top 10, and of course fights going on all the way down there to 37th position. I think Gorneus is out. That seems he hasn't continued to race. Maybe involved in some incidents. So here we still see the fight for the lead 4 cars. So this reminds me of the ABC race previously when 4 cars were battling out for the win, and right now it seems like the same in 325 Cup. Here we see Kirsis trying to move on Bonkevicius, but yeah, it didn't stick there as they're coming up to these the second left-hander after the long race, and there's some flags waving. I don't understand for what. If there is some yellow or something. Didn't see, but there was a flag definitely waved by the marshals. As we have here, Kirsis, Reimann, and Urbonavicius. So the top 5 actually pretty close together. a little bit lost out now. We see Kirsis was much closer, as he is right now, of course, trying to salvage his position. And yeah, it looks like he was defending against Reimann, and that's why he lost some time. Because at some point we saw 4 cars just going right behind each other. And right now the top 2 has gained a little bit of momentum, and the top 3, 4, 5 positions, they are a little bit further down. But that can change quite quickly. When there is a chance for Bonkevicius to attack, then Subeckis will close the door, and Bonkevicius and Subeckis both will lose time. So that can change from lap to lap, as we're seeing all the cars driving still in. I think almost all the cars are still in the competition. So that's really nice to see, and there will be fun onboards. That's for sure. That I can promise. Yeah, what's the strategy? Maybe Bonkevicius isn't fighting right now. Maybe he's playing the long game. Come on, okay, let's not attack Subeckis. Let's not lose time and get a little bit of advantage on Kirsis and Reimann and Urbonavicius on this group. And when we are further away, then we can battle again against each other. So maybe that's the long game tactic right now, played by Bonkevicius and, of course, by Subeckis. Because it seems like together right now, when they are not fighting, they are faster than Kirsis and faster than Reimann as well. Reimann, can't quite get by Kirsis at this point as well. So, a little bit of gap, 1.5 between Bonkevicius and Kirsis, between second and third, that we are seeing also here on the screen. And Timaks is driving a really solid race, still in P6. Daugovic has, lost some positions, is down to 9th, I think. Started from P4, as we remember. As we're still seeing a big fight going on there for the lead. And I think Kirsis and Reimann are trying the same tactic as well right now. Not fighting against each other, trying to catch the top 2. So right now we are in a really interesting tactical battle. Oh, and that's why there is a yellow flag. I didn't catch the number, but one car is off there. It seems like that's Egidius Gražis, and Matīs Mežaks is off as well, so I think they were quite close, and maybe there was a fight we didn't see on the screen. Mežaks against Gražis, both in the same lap out, so that is Gražis there, number 66, and Mežaks hasn't completed lap 5 as well. So maybe Mežaks is somewhere, maybe in the pits, could be like that. So still really tactical, but you can play tactical games up until some point, and then you have to go for it. Right now we're over half distance, 8 laps completed, 6 laps to go, and at some point, I think Bonkevicius will try to overtake Subeckis. There's also some good games going on in the KTK team, which of course Bonkevicius is leading here. With results and hairs and mustaches involved. So I don't precisely know the rules what they have made up, but Bonkevicius, I think, will fight for his life right now to get by Ricards Subeckis. As Julius Kirsis also will try to gain some momentum, and at the beginning of the race I said Urbonavicius starting from PT, Kirsis from P11. That could be a good position for Urbonavicius for the championship, but Kirsis made some great first 3 laps and straight to the back of Urbonavicius, and Urbonavicius, it seems like, can't keep this speed up with this top 4 group. As Reisin is coming closer. Timaks and Reisin are coming closer to Urbonavicius right now. And even Subeckis and Bonkevicius aren't fighting with each other. Kirsis is coming closer. We can see it on the screen. The gap has gone. It was 1.5 seconds. Right now it's only half a second, and I think even less. And Reimann also is coming close. So I think we will be back to a four-way battle for the win. So great battles today here at Parnu Summer Race 2023. We had great battles in an ABC race, 4 cars fighting for the lead. We have right now 4 cars fighting for the lead in 325 Cup. And yeah, of course, the compensation weight for good results is doing its job and is slowing down the fastest drivers. And yeah, Subeckis has, I can look it up, otherwise I'm just guessing. But yeah, the question is, I think there should be yellow flags, and you can't overtake after the long straight because of the car standing there. So, compensation weights. Yeah, Leo Messenger, who is right now in P10, has 100 kilograms. Subeckis has 50, Urbonavicius has 40, Grigaits has 30, and Kirsis has 20. So, Bonkevicius, of course, without compensation weight, has some advantages here as they're coming closer. So, we have now only 4 laps left. As Subeckis, Bonkevicius, Kirsis, and Reimann are fighting for the first place, fighting for the podium places right now. Of course, we will get to the podium only after the second race, but let's try to see who has maybe... and yeah, the exit of the first corner is much better for Kirsis. We see how much closer he gets. Reimann, yeah, scares Gelžinis out of track. Some crash there a little bit further down, unfortunately. But yeah, where was I? About the compensation rate something. Yeah, that Bonkevicius doesn't have it and he has some advantage. And yeah, that Kirsis was really fast. So I don't see any flags there. As we see that Bonkevicius is launching a move around the outside. As Kirsis will maybe go past him as he was off track. And right now Kirsis on the inside line against Bonkevicius. And there is rubbing and there is crashing against Subeckis. So Bonkevicius is really wide off and he will lose both positions. And I think Kirsis was hitting Subeckis' car, trying to get by Bonkevicius, who has lost 1, 2, 3 positions, 4 positions at least. With this wide going, I don't know if there was some contact or not, but yeah, here was definitely contact. We see on the right bumper of Subeckis, and I think Kirsis will go for it. He has, maybe he's still in the fight. He has 205 points. I think he's not in the fight for the championship, but here we see a move from Reimann on the inside of Kirsis. So Reimann up to second place. He was patient. He is a fast driver. He is, this is the first time he's driving 325 Cup this year. He was driving the past few years, and right now he's driving Porsches in Europe. So that's the main thing he is doing. But just to have fun at his home track here in Parnu, he came to play with the big guys without compensation weight. So and after this all fighting, we see that Romet Reisin has closed. Not only the gap, but he has gone past Urbonavicius and Timaks. So he has gone up a few places. Yeah, while we are focusing on top 4, Reisin is right now in the top 4 because Bonkevicius lost out. Bonkevicius from P2 to P6 within a few corners. But yeah, I don't know, maybe there was some contact or not, but he went really wide, and that's why he lost out lots of positions. And that will hurt, of course, his points and his position in this race. So who has the fastest lap? Let's check out. I think Alex Reimann has the fastest lap, 1:29.9. As we are going into the second to last lap right now. Reimann the fastest. Then we have 30.076. Kirsis second fastest. Timaks. Bonkevicius third fastest. Then I think we have 30.5. Subeckis is third fastest, and Reisin is fourth fastest right now. It seems like that. So yeah, as we're seeing the battle for the win heating up. As I said, only 2 laps left, And I suppose Reimann will go for it. He has nothing to lose. He has nothing to lose. He's not fighting for the championship. This is the only time he's on the championship, the first time this year. And there's some lapping going on, a slower car there. And Reimann is on the inside. He is on the inside, going wide. Subeckis really, really wide. And I think you still maybe can't overtake there. I don't know why Reimann didn't make the move there, because he was in a good position. And here we see Romet Reisin going by Julius Kirsis. So Reisin, who started in, where did he start? In P15. Romet Reisin, what a great recovery race for him. Recovery drive for him. Up to P3 right now. Wow, what a race. Kirsis also, one of the heroes of this race, from P11 to P4 right now. Bonkevicius is all over the place, going off the track all the time. So I think the marshals won't like this. Let's try to see if there is maybe some decisions already for this. I don't know yet. But yeah, we are on the last lap. We will check everything later on the last lap. And the main question is, can Alex Reimann get the win, or will Subeckis get the full 25 points for this first race? As his main rival, Leo Messenger, is in P9 right now. Looks like struggling a little bit with the pace. Maybe some contacts at the beginning of the race, and and here we see, really close, bumper to bumper, really close distance, and now that's the move. Around the outside, Reimann will try. Subeckis had the inside line, and both are really great and fast drivers and young drivers. And here Reimann is on the inside. Subeckis covers it off, and right now he tries to get to the inside. Alex Reimann, Subeckis is closing the door there. No chance right now for the Estonian driver to get by the Latvian driver, and he has lost some time, and I think Reisin is up to him. But second to last corner, I think there is no chance to change positions, and Subeckis with a really mature drive there. He will see the checkered flag first, started first, is first in, congratulations to Subeckis for his win. He gets the win. Alex Reimann second, Romet Reisin third, so two Estonians on the top three places. Julius Kirsis finishes fourth. Paulius Bonkevicius had a great race. He was P2, but with a big mistake, flying off the track. And down to P5, Paulius Urbonavicius started from P2, also down to P6. Uldis Timaks in P7, started 7th, finished 7th. Then we have Krisjanis Oskerko in P8. Leo Messenger in P9, and the last lap he tried to do the best lap, 30.9. Yeah, that's not close enough, but still a little bit better than before. And Aurimas Mištautas completes the top 10. As we are going quickly through the results, Kristo Krimpus P11, another Estonian, Artyoms Kotsamazashvili P12, Ramūnas Grigaitis P13, Karl Lang in P14, Jirs Daugoviņš at the end P15, starting from 4th place. So of course, it looked like he couldn't keep up the pace there. Maybe some contact as well. Karol Vika P16, Jan Subels P17, Emilio Ulvidaite P18, Jans Hodeliks P19, and he is number 19 on his car. Marius Grigaitis completes the top 20. Then Karls Ozoliņš P21, Darius Gaidulonis P22, Artur Sarma P23. Then we have Heikki Valros P24, Oliver Villeneuve also started up high, but in the end P25 for him. Vidas Sitavic P26, Petri Seppala 27th, Vadim Sozols 28, and Chris Manama in the 29th position. Then the checkered flag in P30 for Martin Zirnītis. Normons Dobuns finished 31st. And then in the end, that's all the cars that finished, I think. That's all the cars that finished. And Atis Weisman is completed 11 laps, so some issues there for him. And Algirdas Gelžinis here we see also didn't finish the race, so we have some cars down lying on the track, so we will have some minutes recovering. Pavel Beskrovnoy also didn't finish his race. He did manage 7 laps. And Matis Mezhaks and Gidius Gražis, I think there was some kind of contact because both on the same lap out, and they were pretty close on the track. And Dmitris Gorniev's only one lap, so something wrong on the car already before the start. So that's that. 31 car out of 38 did get to the checkered flag, and yeah, we will have, of course, some interviews a little bit later in a few moments. And after that, we have lunch break, and we will back at 2:45. So 2:45 is the next race in 45 minutes, and enjoy the interviews. And after that, you will hear from me again at 4:45, 4:40. So right now, some interviews, just a few seconds, and then we go into lunch break. Back at 2:45. Just remember that.
So friends, here we are at the end of the race for BMW 325 Cup. Obviously, what a dramatic event that is so far. So good. They'll battle it out. We know the winners, and they are here. Richard, come with me. Obviously, congratulations on the win in a race one, but you were under so much pressure in the last laps. Tell me, how did you survive?
I just tried to defend my position. The guy behind me, very good driver, trying to take every position I leave him, but this time he didn't succeed.
Obviously, you had some chit-chat with your teammate and team members after the race. What was the discussion? There's so much stress going on.
No, the discussion was about one corner. I tried, but that's because of the counterweight we have. I just can't steer in the corner.
Well, I mean, it looks like those plus 50 kilograms don't bother you at all.
They are bothering me very much because I need to defend every straight, every exit. They all gain on me, and every corner it's very hard to overtake.
And obviously the season is coming towards to the end, so obviously every point counts in every race. Now, you got Leo Messenger this one, but obviously let's see what the second race is going to bring.
Yeah, the second race I think I won't start in first position because I didn't have a very good lap time, but let's see how far we can fight.
All right, Richard, good. Best of luck to you. So that's done and dusted. Now we're going to go in a 45-minute break, and then we'll come back with race 2 in all of the categories. So make sure you stay tuned wherever you're watching. Shout out to all the fans of the Baltic Touring Car Championship. We're here in Parnu Summer Race 2023 edition in the beautiful Porsche ring in Ring, and it's been a fantastic race so far. So fingers crossed it's going to be the same in the afternoon, and see you soon.